Good Monday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, alive and in color from Capitan, New Mexico on a cold morning. Cool, cool, cool. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Capitan is 51 degrees.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, nose is longer than a telephone wire. I'm looking at my temperature gauge outside there and it shows 22. That's a pretty big miss. And it's also wrong in Carrizozo, New Mexico. It's also wrong in Ruidoso, New Mexico, just so you know. So when you look at those lows in those three communities here in New Mexico, it could be off by 30 degrees. So just be aware of that when you get your tent out here. When you wake up in the morning in your tent and you're frozen solid, well, that's why I call them Chamber of Commerce temperatures. You know, that's what they want them to be. It's not what they are. Anyway, good morning again. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now, and right now just went, and it is also March the 28th. March is marching right on by. You know what I mean? Never worry about what you cannot change. Think about it. Anyway, hey Google, tell us a joke.
How did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut.
Weak. But anyway, what else? I've been living in a RV a long time. I've been living in my motorhome about a year and a half. It's a Thor 4 Winds 22E on a Chevy chassis, 6.0 Chevy. Anyway, enough said about that. Moving along to the noon video. I don't know. I haven't done anything yet, but I'll come up with something. I may take a driving video if I don't sneeze right now. I got to sneeze. My nose is not used to nothing in the air. It sneezes. But anyway, let's do some comments, Rusty, okay? The steaming bean on the weather says in Canada, the government relies on ordinary citizens like teachers and scientists in various communities to record and document the weather. Somewhere along the way, the weather documenting is being neglected in Capitan, New Mexico. Well, actually, I'm not sure what the deal is. I actually think it's probably Chamber of Commerce stuff. But moving along, thank you, though, the steaming bean. Johnny Rowland on the tiny home. A lot of communities won't allow you to live in a storage shed. No, they'll allow you to live on the streets in Austin, Texas. Morning walk and not much else. Dear Trixa says very nice view, and he also says greetings. Well, greetings to you, dear Trixa, on the North Sea of Germany. This is Eileen Toole on the weather. You could also check the temperature in another town nearby to see if you get a temperature that's close. No, they're off too. Boondocking with, I did, Eileen. Thank you very much. Boondocking with Dennis. Good morning, Rusty. Certainly have shown us some interesting things lately. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Dennis, and enjoy your boondocking and your pickup with a camper top. He's got a YouTube channel called Boondocking with Dennis, and along the Gulf Coast of Texas. Just did some videos of the spring breakers and a lot of eye candy there. And he also says, good morning, friend, beautiful area. Good morning, hope you're having a great day so far. So far I am. Ralph P., wow, not even close that temperature forecast. I guess that keeps life interesting. In my next life, I want to be a weatherman. You get paid for a forecast, which is 90% of the time is wrong. Yeah, Mother Nature kind of fools them. Also says, thanks for the walkabout. Looks like a great path to ride my bicycle. I wonder how far that path goes. I think it's a mile path. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Nature Girl says, beautiful. Thank you for taking us along. Love and hugs. Thank you, Nature Girl. The car on sofas in town. All righty, Rusty. Nice wheels. Yeah, you know, guys, I am really impressed with that car. I really am. No kidding. And you know, I'm thinking about taking it back to Texas and getting rid of the spark. This thing is so much quieter on the highway, smoother, peppier. You know, gets 28 miles a gallon. Hell, that's fine with me, you know. Anyway, hang on a second. Miss Mabel, absolutely beautiful snow-capped mountains. I wouldn't mind living in Capitan looking at those beautiful mountains every day. Yeah, that's the mountains around Ruidoso. Hey, Google, what's the name of the mountains around Ruidoso, New Mexico? I think it's Santiago. Hey, Google. Hey, Google, what's the name of the mountains?
Hi, how can I help?
Oh, shit. She doesn't even know what day it is. It's Sierra Blanca
I
Mountains.
found this on the web.
It's the Sierra Blanca Mountains. And now she won't shut up. Jeez. Look what we've created. Everyday Explorer says, I like my walks too. That mountain in the background is amazing. What's your new mailing address? My new mailing address is P.O. Box 1922, Capitan, New Mexico, 88316. Let me repeat that. Just send, if you're going to send something, send it to Rusty S., P.O. Box 1922, Capitan, New Mexico, 88316. Thank you, Everyday Explorer. This is on Morning Walk. Louis Paparella. Rusty, consider a different title. A walk with beautiful views and four-legged escorts. The pups were just mad because they couldn't go with you. Oh, yeah, they're in a fence. I'd be mad too. Paisley on the weather. Google Internet Incorrect says, try tossing the thermometer. It's 30 degrees off. Well, it's a crazy thing about that thermometer. I've got another temperature gauge in the back, and they both agree. Neither one of them agree with this thing. Anyway, Rita Richardson, beautiful walk, Rusty. No wonder you bought your sweet little lot. Yeah, it's a, and I, yesterday, today I can. In fact, I will. I'll walk to the post office. I may go by the grocery store, and then I'll come back around by the library and see if they got any books outside. Yeah, do that all in one little short walk. Well, about 45 minutes. RV Living with the Geezer. Thank you, Rusty. When I was in Capitan a couple of years ago, I walked that trail every morning. So nice of the town to put it in. Yeah, it is. Wesley C. House wrap is not insulation. It is to me. Mark Reynolds, thanks for sharing this video. Interesting. Yeah, it was. Check your own place. Check the temperatures in your own area and see how many of you get that it's off. Huh? Backroads 82, you bring up a good point, Rusty, because the temperature at the location they gather their reading from and the temperature location differs so much is a good reason for everyone to be aware that temperatures can fluctuate a lot in short distance. This is the reason an otherwise good stay could turn into a costly nightmare. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, check your own area. Get you a temperature gauge and set it out in the mornings, or set it out overnight and see what compare it with what you get on the internet. See if there's a difference. James Sams, howdy goat man. I live in southern Indiana, and our local news comes from Louisville, Kentucky. So they tell about bad news and also a lot of good news, and most of the time the weather people are spot on. Yeah, well, here's the goat for you. The old stinking goat coming in to give you a one-eared stinking goat kiss. Good morning, stinking thing. Comment call WTBM123 says, cool. This is Home 2015 Ford on the weather. The next scare coming from the government is global warming climate change. If the temperatures are accurate, then there would be no global warming climate change. Yeah, well, yeah, it's just the way it is. It doesn't really bother me. I have enough common sense. We didn't have the internet or temperature gauges when I was a kid. We had enough sense to know that it was cold or hot. Ta-da! Yo, we figured it out for ourselves. How scary. That's abnormal, right? Tom Sharp on the weather. Quite nippy, I'd say. Enjoyed the walk video. The snow-covered mountain looks great. What a view you have. Well, I don't have that view here. I have to walk around the corner to see it. This is under-bottom sandy town on the tiny home. $16K and you still have to finish the interior. You could build and finish a lot nicer cabin for that. Try it. Try it. Rocky the Rock. Morning, Rusty. That's where we rented that little rototiller when we did the patio. You mean when you did the patio? You and your helper? Thank you. Yeah, Cheap Laugh Kennedy. What a beautiful sunrise, Rusty. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the weather, it's coming up now. It's beautiful out there. Elnadrion, I guess. Elnadrion. Drion. Elnadrion, okay. I actually bought one of these and made a home out of it many years ago. Altogether, I believe the investment was around $25,000 for the building and finishing it out. How it works is Home Depot delivers all the materials to your building site, then a crew comes and puts it together in the course of about 3 to 4 days. So guys, that's how it works. Will, the official temperature is taken at the airport. It has a remote weather station box along the runway where the temperature probe is located. The box may have a beehive or a bird nest, keeping the probe warmer than actual. Facilities need to drive out there and check it out and take care of the maintenance needed. Whatever they need to do, I wish they'd do it. And do it for this whole area, not just me. Zaytuni J. Cotterill says death by being frozen outside is never an option here. Most likely death by catching some dreadful disease from those zillion mosquitoes. Be safe. Yeah. Yeah, this is Ron Williams says, what we do without Google giving us the correct weather. Didn't use Google for weather back in the day, nor do I now currently. LOL. Too much time on your hands, amigo. No, I don't. I hope I have too much time. Al Fur, thumbs up to you. Go down here a minute. Al Fur says thumbs up. Yo Tone. They always say trust, but verify. Always. Truth be told, today's technology is not great at all. Quite disappointing, in my opinion. Thank you, Yo Tony. Boz Rocks, morning walk, nice scenic walk. You need to carry some treats for those four-legged friends that you meet along the way. They're going to have to get their own treats. I don't treat dogs or cats or anything. Let's go. Here we go. Anyway, this is Edward Galloway on the weather. Even looks lovely in the dark. Yeah, it is pretty here. AI Marvin, I use AccuWeather. It's still the same thing. They're all the same. This is Eileen Toole again. You might want to keep track on a calendar of the weather you're dealing with each day. It says you're obviously not getting correct information. Well, I already know. I knew when I came out here that it was still going to be in the freezing temperatures if I came out the middle of March. But I wanted to see some snow if I could. Levi Brewer, good morning, Levi. It's always colder than the weather says on the news in the morning. Yeah, I guess it is. Targa Wheels, how much does the temperature vary in Capitan? Mid-80s to mid-30s low annually? I don't know. I really don't know. I know right now it'll go from 20 in the morning to about 75 in the afternoon. Cynthia Bird says, good work, Rusty, on the weather. Tim Timmerman, morning walk. It is like I can smell it is like I can smell the fresh air. Well, no, it is. It's nothing like you guys in the cities get for sure. No, you can breathe deeply here. It's good. Poodle Professor, that's crazy on the weather. Jeff Lydell says that is quite an error, Rusty. He spelled it goggle. Data seems to match that of the Sierra Blanca Regional Airport in Ruidoso. Actually, Capitan, New Mexico elevation is 6,600 feet, and it's about 6,900 feet in it depends on where you are in Ruidoso, and it depends on where you are in Capitan, because you got the hills here. Anyway, so Jimmy D says he tried posting that link to Sierra Blanca, but it got booted. I guess this channel does not allow links. I don't doubt it. Well, it's hooked up with the Chamber of Commerce, I think. Says Ken on the weather, says they also reference the closest airport weather instrumentation or other official entity nearby your location. Your thermometer is correct. There's no way they could know every spot and elevation in the world. Well, I agree with that. But why doesn't each city have a location where there's the weather's reported rather than the airport, which is 5 or 6 miles out of town? Says Spiderhead, says AI fails again. Temps are as good as its jokes. Yeah. Lucy Foster, I love those mountains. Thanks for the walk. You're welcome. And same person, she says, just a suggestion. Says those pool noodles in the recreation section of stores with swimming pool. Yeah, you can wrap those around the hoses. Sure. Yeah, I could do that. But it won't be that cold much longer. Probably another 2 weeks or so, and all the lows will be above freezing. I won't have to worry about it. But thank you anyway. Tim Dawson, typical for Google and mainstream media, truth is something hard to find. Good thing the water hose only knows truth. That's for sure. It knows when it's freezing. Anyway, Feminim, that's the person's name, on the weather. Wow, thank you. You are a good investigator. Well, I showed you exactly what it was, and if I would recommend that I ordered me an indoor-outdoor temperature gauge so I can put it right in the bedroom area back there, and at night shine my little flashlight on it, and when it starts to drop down below 30, I'll let the water drip. Jimmy D says Google gives you the reading from the nearest reporting station to your phone, like Sierra Blanca Airport. It's on a hill, you're in a valley, cold air sinks, nothing to do with Google. Well, I'm not saying it's anything to do with Google. They just need to correct it. Tracy Phillips, your thermometer is the best source for the most accurate temperature. Have a great day. No, I totally agree. Yeah, the temperature gauge works. Sashi Smith, nice walk and chat along the way. Beautiful views, nice little town. Yeah, it is. I really like it here. Pearl Vicari, thank you for this wonderful moment in life. You're welcome on the morning walk. On the weather, it says Harley 92. Of course, some people might not trust the accuracy of a $4 thermometer. I trust it more than I trust that, because the thing that I put out there agrees with the different one I have in the bedroom area now. So if the two agree and that one doesn't, then something. Well, I can tell you this: when the garden hose freezes, I don't need to have a thermometer at all. Mr. 12 Jets, I have a 10 by 12 for my eBay stuff. One day I will sell it and buy a bigger one. That's on the tiny home. All right, you live in a 10 by 12? I doubt it. Tiki, egad, thanks for the info. Well, anyway, guys, with that in mind, we'll do one more here. Here's one. A PDT, yeah. Lesson learned, never trust Google. Well, sometimes it is all right. Well, if you don't trust her or the data, if you're getting unreliable data, you're making unreliable decisions. That's all. But anyway, having said that, from Capitan, New Mexico on a cold day, that's all I need to know. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the Amazon link in the description of all my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You just click on the link in the description, go to Amazon and buy whatever you want. Okay? And yeah, some of you are and some of you have. Thank you very much. It helps. Of course it helps. Yeah. It averages about, I don't know, 0.004 cents a click or a purchase. It ain't much, but it helps. But anyway, what else? Yeah, use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. Won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. The only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is what? Eat less. Isn't that a surprise? Get a smaller plate. Yep, that helps. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? What does that do? It relieves stress, which lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, 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 stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. Okay? And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So, common sense, add good ingredients. Ta-da! Problem solved. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. Do not watch the news. Why? Because it's the negativity from the whole universe delivered to you by professional, highly paid talking heads. And if they don't get the ratings up, they're fired. Will they lie and exaggerate? Yes. Always have. With that in mind, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye. Hasta luego, vaya con Dios. Aloha. Until the noon video, which will be, I have no clue. Enjoy your day, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.